the dog shows a very happy, free work ethic. Nice attention throughout, although she's slightly crooked and crowding throughout the whole routine, and a little bit of hopping at times. The first about is okay, the change of pace is showing okay, the 2 right turns are correct. Slightly vocal now as she starts getting further into the heeling pattern. The second about turn is correct, left turn is correct, and then in the group she's crowding you quite a bit on the left turn. You kind of move her with your leg. But overall it's a high good exercise. Set out of motion, she's crooked in the basics, slightly vocal in the build-up. When given it, you have a slight hesitation at the command. She goes into the sit very quickly, but then she scooches forward a little bit, like sits and then comes forward a little bit and stays sit. Then she stays firm in there the rest of the time. She's attentive and calm as the handler goes downfield. It's a high good exercise. Down recall, she's crooked in the basics, slightly vocal in the build-up, slight forging in the build-up also. When given the command to down, she downs fast enough. She's attentive to the handler as you go downfield. The recall is fast, but here she has a good bump in the front. She should not quite touch you so much. But then she's straight and then slightly crooked and on the finish. This is a high good. Retrieve on the flat, she's crooked in the basic. When you throw the dumbbell, she raises up and gets slightly vocal. Good speed out, nice clean pickup, good speed back, front is straight. She regrips one time and then she holds it firm. The release is correct, and then on the finish you move your arm out and your shoulder when you finish her. This is a high good. Retrieve over the hurdle, she's crooked in the basics. She raises up and throws, she slightly raises up and gets a little vocal when you throw the dumbbell. She goes around the jump, she picks it up, she hits the jump on the way back, and then you also have your hands out here in the front to like guide her in for the front. You go from here to here as she's coming in.
Really?
Yep, you'll see it, watch the video.
Yeah.
Video don't lie. And then she should hold this dumbbell a little firmer. And then after the out, she should stay a little calmer. She starts jumping around a little bit in the front position, and then the finish is crooked. This is a faulty exercise. Retrieve over the wall, crooked in the basics, slightly raises, slightly vocal again when you throw it. The climb out is correct, pick up is correct, climb back again. Again when you do this with your hands, when she's coming in the front. I don't know if you're guiding her into the front or whatever, but they need to stay at your side. Slightly hold her firmer on the hold, the release is correct, and a little crooked on the finish. This is a good exercise. Send out with down, crooked in the basics, she's a little crowding in the build-up. When signaled to go, she goes with good speed, but then she stops on her own. She needs to wait for me to signal you and wait for you to give a command to down. However, she must go a minimum of 30 paces to get any points. She went 38, so she gets points. It's high insufficient, so she doesn't lose all of them. Long down in distraction, she goes into the down correctly, however she creeps about a half a body length during the other handler's routine. This is a very good, but today it's satisfactory work 76.
Woo!
Yep.